大家好，係啦，I'm in a mess 超亂啊，個人又亂啦 ，so myself is in a mess and then like my apartment is in a mess， 跟住間屋又超亂啦。The reason 原因係啦 is that like there is a leak in the toilet right now， 咁就係喺呢一個洗手間咧，而家就漏水啦咁樣樣 ，so we have stopped dripping now， 咁佢而家停咗滴水啦。So what happened was 咁咧發生咩事咧？就係、I was lucky actually， 咁我亦都好彩嘅 ，because I came back in the afternoon after school， 因為咧我落咗堂之後咧，我決定翻一翻嚟。Because like I had boxing class at 5 on Monday， 咁我星期一咧我就5點鐘咧有打拳嘅 ，and my class finished at 1 o'clock in the afternoon。咁我西班牙文堂咧就係1點鐘落堂啦，咁 so sometimes I would just like stay in the city like you know and wait for the time to come。咁有時我係會留咗喺即係學校附近，咁我就即係食晏啊、hea 下、睇下書啊，咁然後咧就5點鐘去打拳咁樣樣嘅。But today I was like let me come back。咁我今日就好啦，我翻嚟啦咁。So I made lunch， 咁我翻嚟煮飯啦咁。So because I didn't need to go to the bathroom， 咁因為我又唔使去廁所嘛咁。So I was just like you know，and also because like I had a call with a friend， 咁同埋咧我應承咗咧同我朋友講電話啦。So I made lunch in the kitchen， 咁我就煮飯啦。And then I went out on the balcony， 咁跟住我就出咗去呢一個露台啦。So I was having lunch while I was talking to my friend on the phone。咁我就同我朋友講電話啦，講電話。And then like I wanted to go to the toilet， 咁我就想去洗手間啦咁。So and then like I walk into the bathroom， 咁我就行咗去浴室啦。And then I was like it was all wet， 濕晒喎。And then I heard this dripping sound。咁我又聽到滴水聲啦 ，so then immediately I just look for like at first I thought it was my toilet like it somewhere you know like was leaking from my toilet。咁我以為係我個馬桶漏水定唔知點樣啦咁。And then I realized no there's like dripping， 咁我就聽到有滴水聲啦咁。And then like I looked up， 咁我就臥高頭啦。The ceiling was like all wet 跟住天花板就係濕晒啦，好大水印啦 ，and it's like it's all wet also like at the lighting just above the sink。咁然後洗手盤上邊嗰兩個射燈都係濕晒啦，嗰個位咁樣樣。So I immediately like WhatsApp my host my Airbnb host， 咁我即刻就WhatsApp 個 Airbnb 嗰個屋主啦咁樣樣。And then like, it was quite fast actually， 咁都幾快脆喎。She immediately contacted like the management here in the building， 咁佢就即刻通知呢個管理處啦。And then like the maintenance guy came up， 咁跟住然後維修部就上嚟啦咁樣。So then they realized of course like it was from the flat above， 咁就係樓上嗰層樓啦咁，就係樓上嗰個單位啦咁。So turn out 咁其實係咩事咧？咁 there's no one living in that。flat right now， 咁而家咧樓上嗰個單位咧係冇人住嘅 ，so I'm not sure maybe it's a B&B as well，you know， 咁可能都係 Airbnb 啦咁樣樣。And then like there is something wrong with the toilet， 咁就係佢樓上個馬桶。So like there was kind of like the how do you say it is you know there is this sort of like pipe or like the plastic kind of tube that is connecting the toilet and the pipe。咁就係嗰條膠喉咧，即係連住個馬桶連埋個渠嗰個位啦。咁總之 ，so there was a leakage。咁or you know something was broken。咁總之有啲嘢爛咗、裂咗、爆咗咁樣樣啦。And so that's why like there was this leak and then like it came down to us。咁就係因為咁，咁佢就裂咗，咁然後就漏水啦，咁嗰陣落到嚟我呢度啦咁樣。Now。The thing is， 咁而家係咩事咧？咁so the guy came and then they turned off the water source like upstairs。咁佢哋就閂咗樓上個總掣啦，即係咁樣樣。And so what I was told is like we'll let it drip and then like let it dry and then tomorrow they will come and fix it，you know。咁佢就等佢即係乾滴水，咁滴乾就冇事嘅，即係咁樣啦嚇。I'm not sure about this, but anyway， 咁我其實唔好肯定係咪真係得嘅。咁咧總之而家咧 because I was worried also like the ceiling would collapse because like it's obviously really wet. There's a lot of water。咁睇得出係真係咧個天花板係真係超級吸咗水咁樣濕晒咁。 咁我就問佢你會唔會冧㗎個天花咁樣樣 ？So because of that, like they drill a hole， 咁佢哋就鋸咗個窿啦，鋸咗個正方形嘅窿啦。So like they drill kind of like a square hole, you know, like just take part of it out and let the water come down。咁佢就然後就等佢啲水咁樣落嚟啦，咁樣樣，咁啊放水啦咁。So fortunately they have a bucket here in the apartment。咁好彩佢哋都有個桶嘅咁。So like we place the bucket like underneath and let the water just drip on。咁就有得啲水滴落嚟啦咁樣樣。So it happened like just before my boxing class。咁我出去打 boxing 之前即係搞掂晒啦咁樣 ，so that I could still go to my boxing class。咁我可以繼續打拳啦咁樣。And then I came back like it has stopped dripping already。咁而家已經冇咗滴水㗎啦咁樣樣啦。But of course, obviously the ceiling is still wet。咁當然啦，個天花仲係濕㗎啦，咁即係仲有水印啦，即係咁樣。So anyway, like I was trying to get out of my list here。咁我就有少少想同佢講，喂，你可唔可以退錢？我可唔可以搬啊？咁樣樣。But then of course, like she didn't want me to leave。咁當然佢唔想我搬啦咁。And then she said, oh no, they tell me that we can just you know like wait for it to dry overnight and then tomorrow they will come and fix the hole and then you know it will be done。咁我就聽日佢哋嚟就可以封翻個窿，咁就冇事㗎啦咁樣樣。咁我就同佢講話 OK，well 咁佢肯整又冇理由係啦，即係咁我明啦，咁啊冇理由退啦咁樣樣。So we'll see。咁我哋就睇下點啦。咁 but I have told her because like now that the water has also affected or you know like the cable of those lights were submerged in water now。咁佢哋而家其實係因為佢洗手盆上面啲燈嗰啲電線好明顯就係浸咗水啦咁。So like you wouldn't know。咁你都唔係好肯定其實係咪即係冇影響㗎嘛咁。So anyway now I couldn't use those light now。咁我哋而家變咗冇得用洗手盆上面嗰啲燈啦咁，少少唔方便啦，即係暗暗地嘅因為。So it's a little bit inconvenient 咁。So anyway, so we'll see. I mean, like, just luckily that it's not my place。咁好彩唔係我自己屋企咯，咁所以 ，but then this just give me thoughts again, you know, like why I do not want to buy。咁我就即刻諗到，所以我就唔中意買樓咯。咁 anyway, so this is what happened to me today。咁我哋今日咧就發生啲咁嘅事啦。咁 but anyway, I could still go to boxing and everything, and now that I'm back home and。Yeah, but I didn't want to go into the toilet。但我哋完全唔想入去呢個浴室啦，已經咁啊，係啦咁。Anyway, so let's get to the reading。咁我哋正式開始啦。Read to Resist, Day 290。當閱讀也是抗爭，第290日。A Concise History of Hong Kong by John Carroll。香港簡史，從殖民地至特別行政區，著者高馬可，譯者林立偉。Having anticipated such a strike ever since the Seamen's Strike of 1922, the colonial government had taken precautions by increasing the garrison, improving intelligence gathering, and building supply depots for coal. Although Stubbs inflamed local tensions by overreacting rather than trying to understand the cause of the strike, the emergency measures that he passed may have prevented the strike from expanding. Under the Peace Preservation Ordinance and the Emergency Ordinance that had been enacted during the 1922 strike, Stubbs declared a state of emergency, mobilizing volunteers and prohibiting the export of foodstuffs and money. Stubbs also granted Chinese bankers their request for a moratorium on Chinese banks. He limited the amount of currency that could be taken out of the colony, dispatched policemen to guard water supplies, sent troops to operate the Star Ferry and patrol the streets, closed school early for summer vacation, and imposed a curfew. He also ordered the main Chinese and European department stores to remain open for at least 4 hours per day. In July, he authorized all Chinese mail and telegrams to be censored. He also ordered the Secretary for Chinese Affairs to examine and censor all Chinese newspapers. Free workers in shifts from dawn to dusk works to remove any seditious or post-strike material, and no group related to the strike was allowed to place advertisement in the newspapers. Stubbs also tried to use public and private funds to assist Chinese anti-revolutionary forces in Canton and to persuade the Foreign Office to bribe the Beijing government into wiping out the revolutionary government in Canton. 在1922年的海員大罷工後，殖民地政府已預計會再遇到這樣的罷工，故早就增加駐軍、改善情報蒐集，又興建儲煤的供應倉庫，以防範未然。雖然司徒拔沒有深究引發罷工的原因，反而因而反應過度，而令本地的情況火上加油，但他通過的緊急措施對於阻止罷工擴大可能是湊了效。根據1922年海員罷工期間制定的維持治安條例和緊急狀態條例，司徒拔宣布香港進入緊急狀態，動員義勇軍和禁止糧食和資金流出。對於華人銀行家提出有關華資銀行延期償款的要求，司徒拔也予以允准。他限制可以帶出香港的貨幣數目，派警察守衛水塘，派軍隊接管天星小輪和巡邏街道，提早放暑假關閉學校，並頒布宵禁令。他也下令主要華資和歐資百貨公司每天須至少開門營業4小時。在7月，他授權審查所有華人信件和電報，又下令華文政務司審查中文報章。3名人員從早到晚分班工作，刪除任何叛亂或支持罷工的內容。與罷工有關的團體不得在報紙登廣告。司徒拔也嘗試利用政府和私人資金援助廣州反對革命政府的勢力，又建議英國外交部收買北京政府去消滅廣州的革命政府。This is the end of today's reading。咁啊，今日讀到呢度啦 ，and this is the first time ever。呢個係我第一次知道 Stubbs is such a bad man 知道佢原來咁撲街嘅喎咁。So like for me, like my knowledge of Stubbs is only like one of the roads in Hong Kong is named after him。咁就係司徒拔道咯，係啦。咁 so I really had like very limited knowledge or like non-existent knowledge of most of the governors in Hong Kong, like especially these early ones。咁真係事實上係真係冇讀過，冇知道過關於早期嘅，都唔係早期，幾乎所有嘅即係港督嘅古仔喎咁。And obviously like wouldn't have learned it in school。咁啊好明顯啦，原來佢哋咁撲街咁，梗係喺學校就唔會讀到啦，即係咁樣樣。And I don't even remember we had to learn all the names of the governors like in school。我印象中我哋都唔使背晒啲，即係第一屆總督係邊個，即係一路即係背晒啲港督嘛，我哋都冇啲咁嘅嘢咁樣樣。So I guess like yeah, I guess like in a way like the British government also didn't want us to know too much about like the history of the colonization。可能即係其實當時嘅港英政府都唔係好想我哋香港人即係知道太多關於即係殖民早期嘅時候嘅呢啲歷史啦咁樣樣。And yeah, now that I think about it, it's very interesting。我而家諗翻轉頭都覺得係喎幾得意喎咁樣樣。But anyway, so Stubbs was a jerk 司徒拔原來咁撚撲街，好撚撲街。So but you keep on like it's just fascinating. Like we're still having this sort of like for me because this is like the name of the road, like you know like roads are named after this guy, and you sort of have this fantasy or imagination that like this guy must have done something good to the city, right？ 即係所以對我嚟講即係其實如果會因為佢即係有條路起，即係用佢個名咁佢應該係做嗰啲嘢有貢獻。But like obviously I was too naive like 咁當然啦，其實都係太天真啦，啲諗法真係有啲戇交。咁其實係 it's just because like he had the power, right？ 咁其實由頭到尾都只會係因為佢有一個咁嘅權力 ，and also it's kind of just like in a way to sort of like reinforce kind of like a history of the colonial history, right？ 咁同埋即係可能咁樣改啲街名都純粹只係即係點啊？即係加強同埋即係肯定，即係係啦，你係我哋嘅殖民地，咁所以我哋就即係係啦，將我哋啲人嗰啲名就放落你啲路名度。Anyway, but I will still choose to use these names, you know, like of the roads in Hong Kong. Rather than like somebody who is pro-government right now, like they are suggesting that, you know, like, oh, we should change the names of these roads and streets and, you know, like dispose of all this colonial history, you know, historical names, and it would be horrible. 咁 但係即係佢哋而家都有即係啦嗰啲咁嘅仆街戰聯嗰啲咧，就即係喺度講話即係想要改名啊，即係啦唔好用呢啲殖民地咁樣要去殖啊咁樣咁就嗰個，然後我一諗起嗰啲即係唔知啊維尼路咁我就打冷震。So anyway this is it for today。咁我今日就讀到呢度啦。咁我哋聽日再見，see you again tomorrow。Hopefully the bathroom will be fine then。咁希望到時個洗手間就已經 OK 啦。咁 see you again，拜拜。